World history has witnessed the most violent, toughest, and bloodiest wars to date. But the Ukraine-Russia war, besides having these features, has now turned into a complete chess match. Patience and determination seem to give the expected result in this war. The Ukrainian heroes have been very patient with their resistance movements since the beginning of the war, and Zelensky's soldiers prove to everyone how determined they are with the extraordinary counterattacks they are continuing today. The heroic Ukrainian army, which left the Russian administration almost helpless, swore that they would fight until the occupation troops were completely removed from the territory of Ukraine. Pioneering the oath taken by the heroic soldiers of Ukraine, the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, continues to stand up to the Russians with his army. The situation in Ukraine was almost deplorable on the day when Russian leader Vladimir Putin ordered a ground attack on Ukraine. The Russians had bombarded the whole of Ukraine without aiming. Day by day, Ukrainian citizens and soldiers who knew how to get out of that wreckage bravely are now regretting that they came to the Russian troops on Ukrainian soil. Especially in the southern Ukraine region, the Russians are almost trapped. The Ukrainian army hardly devotes all its attention to southern Ukraine and the Crimea. It was clear even at the beginning of the war that this region would witness critical conflicts. Neither side, namely the Russian army and the Ukrainian army, do not want to give up on Crimea and southern Ukraine. Therefore, hot conflicts continue at full speed for the dominance of the Kherson region in southern Ukraine. The latest situation in this region is rather complicated. While Russian troops are hesitant to take any action in the southern Ukrainian region, the brave Ukrainian army has already begun to carry out offensive operations against Crimea. The Ukrainian army, which carried out the biggest airstrike of the century in the Crimea region, which the whole world followed with amazement and curiosity, turned the world agenda upside down. The largest city in Crimea and the home of Russia's Black Sea Fleet was awakened by heavy explosions and anti-aircraft fire during an attack. Russian officials announced that these massive attacks launched by Ukrainian heroes included suicide-type naval drones, and particularly unmanned surface ships. Ukraine launched a mass kamikaze submarine drone attack on Russia's Black Sea Fleet headquarters. The Russian government announced that Ukrainian air drones and unmanned submarines targeted the home of the Black Sea Fleet and damaged at least one Russian minesweeper. The Russian administration declared a state of emergency in this region because the heroes of Ukraine have opened the doors of Crimea thanks to this attack. The Ukrainian armed forces have since released incredible images of what are claimed to be several unmanned surface ships used in the attack. The aforementioned video shows that Russian troops are trying to repel a Ukrainian USV attack on a Russian guided missile frigate with machine gun fire. At the beginning of September, a mysterious unmanned surface ship was spotted in Crimea. At the time, Warzone's analysis indicated that the unmanned boat, powered by a very low-profile jet ski engine, was an armed suicide drone set up for impact blast. The USVs used by the Ukrainian army in this attack also seem to have the same design as the mysterious drone boat found near Sevastopol in September. Russian officials, without providing any evidence, claimed that only one Russian ship was slightly damaged. All Ukrainian unmanned vessels were destroyed, and British experts were involved. Officials appointed by the Russians in occupied Crimea described the attack as the biggest blow since the start of the special operation. Low-light footage clearly shows the Project 11356R Admiral Grigorovich-class frigate, one of Russia's most modern and powerful warships, and the port of Sevastopol. After Project 1164 Slava-class Moskva sank in April, Admiral Makarov, the new flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, was reportedly damaged in the attack. At the moment, Warzone cannot independently verify reports of damage to Admiral Makarov, but low-light images from the USV seem to show the missile getting too close to the frigate, and an explosion occurred before cutting the other video of the port. Another video posted appears to confirm footage showing a Russian Mi-8 HIP helicopter crashing into a target off the coast. The Ukrainian army's USVs move pretty fast amid waves and heavy machine gunfire, and at one point barely miss a small harbor patrol boat before a distant CCTV camera indicates its possible sinking at sea. Video from Sevastopol showed several explosions both in the water and near the port, And the Russian Ministry of Defense has since confirmed that the Black Sea Fleet Project 266M Natya-class minesweeper Ivan Golyabets has been damaged. The Russian Ministry of Defense announced that Ukraine launched an attack on the Black Sea Fleet with the participation of British experts at 4:20 a.m., slightly damaging a ship and a bomb net. The Russian Ministry of Defense provided no evidence to support their claims. The UK Ministry of Defense has stated that the Russians are selling false claims on an epic scale, without specifically mentioning the alleged Sevastopol attack. The Russian Ministry of Defense announced that 9 Ukrainian unmanned sea vehicles and 7 autonomous seaplanes were involved in the Sevastopol attack. In addition, the Russian Ministry of Defense announced that the rapid measures taken by the Black Sea Fleet forces destroyed all air targets. Hoping to meet you again with warm developments in the coming days. To be notified of new videos, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching us.